of good time with Dennis Hopper, Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves in Speed on Saturday night at the movies.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night at the Movies podcast. I am, I guess tonight, Team No Camera. My camera's still not working. With me, as always, is Captain of Team No Pants, Mr. Meat Hook.
What's up?
And with us is Captain of Team Catnap, Caitlin.
So that's what it's going to be from now on.
Team Catnap.
Wow.
I was working on that one all day.
Oh, I'm sure.
Savage.
Yeah.
So how are you guys?
Warm.
Pretty good. I'm never like super warm. I'm always freezing. So
Yeah, it's been very cold here in Ohio for May. I'm pretty sure this is a bad omen eventually for later on.
it's 2020. So
Yeah, and it's
this year hasn't started off well.
We just got into May.
Yeah.
So June, we're going to be looking at what? Sniper monkeys.
I heard something about sharks with laser beams on their heads.
Okay, and then I believe July is supposed to be the gorilla gators,
Yes.
and then come the giant radioactive spiders.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
but then just roll to handle animal and ride that beast around. Be amazing.
Yeah, get bit by that radioactive spider. Then,
No,
try
you just
you
have
try
it
to
bite other
climb a
people.
wall. Try to climb a wall, fly from buildings, and then realize Spider-Man was a bunch of bullshit.
You're like, man, Stan Lee was a fucking liar.
All this got me was extra hospital bills.
Yeah, you don't want to be there right now.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Woo. So let's jump into our watches. Caitlin, why don't you lead us off this week?
Cool. I actually have a lot this week.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So I watched Old Boy for the first time. Actually, all these were first time watches, except for the...
Which old
Huh?
boy? The original or the remake with Brolin?
I'm assuming the original.
The Japanese one?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that was really good. Enjoyed that one. Watched Dead House, which was not what I expected. Enjoyed it, but would definitely not watch it again.
Dead.
Yeah, it was Wild Eye.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah, Goreface Killer, which aka Cockface Killer.
Cockface Killer, yeah. That's the
Which-
version. I have the version from before Wild Eye when it's called Cockface Killer.
Yeah, this one actually has on the back of it, it crosses out Cockface Killer and says Goreface Killer. That one is fun as well. And then Sodomaniac, which
I saw your YouTube video up, or not? Not you.
Or
Is
the
it YouTube?
Facebook video.
Facebook video?
Yeah.
One of the videos.
I liked the butt face mask. It was pretty funny. And then went with some Chuck Norris with Invasion USA and Hero and the Terror. Which both those were a lot of fun. I mean, but what Chuck Norris movie isn't fun? And then first time watch of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
First time watch.
And then-
what?
What?
Yeah, I know. Remember, I grew
Classic.
up like sheltered in a box. It was a lot of fun though. I love that type of humor though. And then watched one that I hadn't heard of before called Antisocial, which was pretty good. I really like that one.
I've heard of that one.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we have the German release. But yeah, the film itself was good. It was really well written and I liked the characters.
First time for Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I know, it's sad, but got to start somewhere.
All right, damn it. That's it. Where's Eric? We need to have a chat with him.
Well, actually, yeah, and I was the one that picked it out. The rest of these, actually, no, I did pick out Invasion USA. It was between Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, Arnold, and I think it was between them. I went with Chuck.
No Van Damme love.
I do love Van Damme. I don't remember. Or no, I guess that he was in the mix as well. Trust me, any of those any of those movies that those guys are in, no matter how terrible they are, I will watch them.
All right. Team No Pants.
It's all right. I wasn't as busy watching movies this week as I was last week, so I've got a little bit less. The first one I watched was Trilogy of Terror, which is actually only my second time watching, and my first time was last year, so I can't judge too much on the tomatoes thing, can I? It was my second time watching it. I still don't like it.
I don't know if I've ever seen the first one. I've seen the second one. I don't think I've ever seen the first one.
That Zuni fetish doll, just all it does is make me laugh the whole time. Then I followed that up with the Jim Wynorski classic, Chopping Mall.
I love that movie.
Classic.
It
Did you watch the Joe Bob special, or did you just watch the movie itself?
I've never seen a single second of Joe Bob in my entire life.
Is that like you don't want to, or is that I just haven't?
Both. I haven't, and I don't really care if I do.
Okay, so I feel like now though we just need to make you watch at least one episode of his.
I mean, if someone wants to waste their pick.
I mean, to be fair, he's done a lot of good movies. Like he did Chop Him All. He had Kelly Maroney on.
That's cool. And then I watched Reanimator, which is a fucking classic.
Love that movie.
Yeah, avoid there's like a 50-minute remake or something like that on Prime. It's such a waste of time.
Oh, the one from Spain, I think it is.
Yeah.
Herbert West Reanimator.
Yeah.
That one's more close to the story, to the actual story, though, than it's less of a remake and just more of a retelling of the same source material.
Yeah. Garbage, I tell you. Garbage.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's garbage, but I won't watch it again.
I haven't seen that one.
Then I followed that up with the movie that was the rebirth of Todd Sheets' movie career, House of Forbidden Secrets.
I love that movie. That's actually my favorite Todd Sheets movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was like, it's a good one. It is.
So many great cameos in it, too.
I think it was like one of the first ones I got when you introduced me to all this stuff.
Okay.
Because first it was Bone Hill, and then I think I went to House in Purple Neon, and then it kind of like spiraled out from there.
You got a while to catch up to me, though.
That's true.
I've seen like I think he has 39 IMDb credits, and I've seen a little more than half of them.
Damn.
And then the last one that I watched was the fantastic classic Ghost Shark. God, that movie's awful. I love it.
Wow, I didn't think that'd be something I'd ever hear you say.
What?
That's awful, and I love it.
Well, that's most of the movies that I watch. Most of the movies that I watch are
that is actually true. But then some of the movies that are actually good, you're like, no.
Yeah, but I mean, this was like one that was like sci-fi awful to the T.
Yeah.
But it was so great at the same time.
Yeah, when we get done recording today, I'm going to be doing, I'll be watching Zombie Shark.
That's a great one too. Santa Jaws is great.
Damn, I just need to get all these and have a shark marathon.
There is a 6 movie set on Amazon. Well, 7 because it comes with an alligator one also. But it's a 6 shark movie set for less than $20. It's got Zombie Shark, Ghost Shark, Santa Jaws, Arkansas River Shark, Swamp Shark, and I forget what the 6th one is.
I was like, Swan Trek is probably the one that looks the best out of them, cinematography wise, because they actually put money into it.
Okay.
So, and it has the beautiful Christy Swanson in it.
Oh, you mean Buffy, the real Buffy, not that bullshit TV one?
It has her and
I said it.
What's his name? JB Sweeney. Is that his name?
DB Sweeney.
DB Sweeney. He's in it too.
Okay.
Brian just ignored your comment.
I'm trying not to start a fight.
So I'm not gonna lie though, Buffy herself annoys me.
Ooh, Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yeah.
Or Christy?
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar. The character, not the actress.
Well, that's how CW wrote her. It's not her fault. Or wait, no, it wasn't even CW. What? It was Fox, right? I think it was Fox.
It wouldn't even be how they wrote her. It would be
how Josh Whedon wrote her.
But with all that, Willow all the way. But I'm really terrible at actually sitting down and binge watching television shows. So I am almost done with Buffy, still watching Angel as well. But I take like 20 years to watch television shows. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I will.
It drives Eric bonkers.
I will sit down and I will like go right through the series.
That's kind of why I stopped watching TV, because I take forever.
Yeah, I get emotionally invested in characters and I get angry at the show and I'm like, well, I can't watch this now. So hence why I gave up on The Walking Dead.
Well, I think most of America gave up on Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's true.
I think once it got to like season 8 or something, people were just like, all right, I'm done.
So that's where I fell off, with season 8.
So,
I got like 2 episodes in. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
supposedly it's good again, but
That's what I hear, yeah.
we don't get AMC on Hulu, so I'm just going to wait for the Blu-ray set to come out, since I have all the other seasons. Got to keep it going.
I'll eventually watch the full show, but probably once it finishes.
20 years from now.
Yeah, I was like, you may have a long time to go.
Yeah, I know.
I won't do the spin-out shows. Like, I had the first season of Fear the Walking Dead because I got it for free, and I've never got into it.
So I actually really hate spin-off shows when it comes to the fact that you have to go back and forth to watch them. So I know Fear, you don't have to do that, but that's the reason that it takes me so long with like Stargate, SG-1 and Atlantis, Buffy and Angel. It takes me so damn long because I hate going back and forth. So spin-offs just kind of make me angry sometimes.
I think with Fear, it got to a point to where it matched up with one of the seasons. Like, some of the characters showed up.
One of them did.
Or something like that.
I know one of them did, yeah. What did you want? And that was my watches.
Oh, yeah, so not to get off on the tangent, but Bryan.
Right.
My turn now. All right. So first I watched Graduation Day. I cracked open my Vinegar Syndrome copy, and I gotta say, the transfer on it was amazing. Those that want to see a young Vanna White, go check that out. From there, I also happened to watch a Wild Eye film, one that pissed me off so much.
Ooh, what one?
It was called Amity Island. The whole reason I bought it was because it had a shark on the cover.
And there's no shark in the movie?
And there is 10 seconds of shark in the entire goddamn movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not happy.
I don't think we have that one. I was checking to see if we have that in the to watch stack, but I don't see that one. Oh, but we do have Sharkenstein to watch, speaking of shark movies.
Well, that's a good one, though.
Fun times.
From there, I watched Hot Tub Party Massacre in honor of our buddy Daryl here. Because anytime I see Massacre, I'm like, Daryl.
If there's Massacre in the title, I will watch it no matter how bad it is.
Note to self, when making a movie, put Massacre in the title.
Yep.
Yes. From there, I watched the 89 Batman, because we got the 4K set finally, and that transfer was amazing. I'm so glad that they're finally getting these 4K transfers right. I watched Gore Horror, which was shot on video, kind of meh, but it had its purposes, I guess.
It's actually part of, not, I wouldn't say a quadrilogy, but 4 films that interlock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's Gore Horror, Goregasm, Dead Silence, and I forget the name of the 4th one.
Oh, we have Goregasm to watch too.
Yeah, I think I have Goregasm.
Is it?
There's two different movies called Goregasm.
Oh, let me see which one this one is.
That's probably the Wild Eye one.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I have the Wild Eye one.
The Goregasm, the Wild Eye Goregasm is it's part of the Cockface Killer trilogy.
Okay. What's the last one? Is it Grime Wave?
Yes, Grime Wave is the 3rd one.
Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we've got those two then too to watch. Sorry, Bryan, to interrupt you.
No,
I'm just staring at them in the distance.
It's all right. Knowledge is key for these listeners.
Yes.
Which some of them now are probably like, what the hell are they watching?
Weird shit.
What the fuck is Gore Horror?
Gore Horror. For those that don't understand, it's all Daryl's fault. blame him. And to cap it off, watched American Wedding and American Reunion. And those are my recent watches. So I guess we'll stick on the watch subject. So there's been this big whole hoopla with AMC Theatres, the douchebags that they are. Yeah, I said it. And they publicly came out saying that they would no longer show Universal Picture movies because of Trolls, which part of me is like, why just Trolls? I mean, you had Invisible Man and The Hunt. Those came out.
Yeah. But did you see how much Trolls made?
Like $120 million?
Yeah, 120 million.
Freaking insane.
On VOD.
On video on demand. And you know what? At this point, I don't blame Universal. They theaters weren't going to get it, and there's not even a guarantee that the theaters would have even made this.
Right.
Well, and with that too, I mean, you can sit in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to spend $500 on food.
Exactly.
This is true. And granted, the video was for 48 hours, so I guess you could watch it as many times as you wanted in the 48-hour period. You have a studio, AMC, come out, open letter, saying, we're done with Universal. So here they have now shot themselves in the foot with Fast 9, Jurassic World 3, Halloween, Candyman. Pretty much.
I think that's more of the shooting themselves in the face than the foot.
Oh, no. This is where they're going to shoot themselves in the face. They then said any studio that follows suit with this, they will also ban all their movies.
Yep.
So here is now my eye on Scoob, which is, again, video on demand release, to where you could also purchase it, which I did because I love Scooby-Doo. Not going to lie.
He doesn't.
So I'm wondering, will Scoob find that same magic that Trolls did? Because
I think it's very possible because it's already an existing loved property that's been around for 50 fucking years, maybe even a little longer.
Probably a little longer. And
it is Hanna-Barbera's best.
Yeah, and it was one of the big kid movies that were coming out this year.
Right. So
you have this to where, but then Warner Brothers was also, they showed their other movies out there, like The Way Back got released early, and I think something else. But now you have Disney, they put out Onward on demand, and then a week later put it on Disney Plus. Now they have Artemis Fowl, which was supposed to be the big Memorial Day tentpole movie. It's going straight to Disney Plus. They're not even worried about video on demand.
Well, because they get their money through the Disney Plus subscriptions anyways.
Yes. So they're making there was no worries about losing money on it because the money's already there. So now do you see AMC going after Warner Brothers and Disney in the same fashion? Because
this is what I think is going to happen. They have said that they're not going to backtrack, and it's not an idle threat, and they're 100%. We're not going to go back on our word. What we say is what we're going to do. But if every studio follows suit as Universal and says we're going to release VOD concurrently with theatrical releases, AMC has no choice. They have to go back on what they said.
Well, and I don't blame these companies because they're pretty much raking in 100% of the profits. Yeah. They don't have to pay, a good chunk to AMC and the other theaters alike. So AMC, I mean, they've made a lot of poor decisions, and this seems to be another one. And it's crazy that they're not even doing anything right now to help, rake in funds or anything like that. They're pretty much just twiddling their thumbs, which is ridiculous. Everybody else is learning to adapt, and they're just like, we'll see, we'll wait.
And now there's the rumors flying around that AMC filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they've been on the brink of bankruptcy for years, and there's the rumors going around that they're going to shutter all the locations and just go out of business. But then Amazon, there's rumors going, it's not even like anything guaranteed. There's rumors going around that Amazon wants to buy AMC. And when that word came out this morning, AMC's stock went up 58%.
Ooh. I would
that's a big
would actually be quite happy with if Amazon were to take over and start doing more of their original content. To be able to see that on big screen would be cool. For them to even partner with other streaming services as well.
Mhm.
like Netflix, having, Netflix produced film, place that on, large screen would be pretty awesome as well.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, I know Netflix has been putting their movies out on the big screens for certain titles, just because of the
Just certain
whole
ones, though.
Oscar races and everything. Like they showed The Irishman here in theaters for a couple weeks at the
But
same
that's the problem,
time.
is it's all limited.
I think AMC is going to be screwed royally.
Yeah, I don't see
for
them
sure.
recovering. I don't see them even if Amazon buys them. I think it's a poor investment on Amazon's part.
Because I mean, even if Universal is the only one to go through with this digital on demand same time as theater releases, which they came out and said it would not be for every title. It would just be select titles.
Right.
Which in my mind would be the ones that they're like, it's kind of a 50-50 if we're going to even break even.
Yeah, the ones that they're not confident about.
The fact is that they were never going to do with Jurassic World. They weren't going to do with Minions or Fast Furious 9. They may have done it with Halloween and Candyman. Well, maybe Candyman, because I don't see
Halloween's going to make money.
Halloween was going to make money. Candyman, I don't think would have made money. But at the same time, really, of all the releases that went streaming wise before all this fiasco, you had Sonic, which was already in the black, and you had Bad Boys 3 that was already in the black. Right. All the rest of these movies that went on streaming were out like a week before all this crap went down to where theaters were shut down. So you can't really blame Universal, because the last thing they're going to do is do what all these other companies are doing, where they're pushing all these movies back a whole year just to try and get some sort of profit on it.
Well, and with this too, though, I mean, AMC really hasn't done anything to push reopening either. A lot of these other companies are coming forth trying to push, like look at Disney, for example. Downtown Disney's reopening May 20th. That's a big deal. That's a big area. It's not, they're taking measures into it, but I mean, AMC could pull out chairs in that where you have to sit so far away from people. Like that is so possible and so feasible. You don't have to have human interaction while sitting in a theater. Actually, I'd prefer not to have human interaction while sitting in a theater.
That's what Regal was doing, to where, like, if you're a group or something, they would allow you to sit together, but then they would have, like, buffer seats around you that they wouldn't sell. So it gave you the space needed. I know drive-ins, at least here, are starting to open. Actually, while we're recording this tomorrow night, ours in this area start reopening.
Ours is already open here. It's about like 10 minutes from our house. They're not showing anything new as of yet. But they are showing like old movies. So like they're showing Grease and Footloose in one night. So I'm really tempted to go see that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because ours is kind of weird. They are showing Trolls, the Trolls 2, with Doolittle for like 5 days or something. Then over the weekend, they're showing a movie called Vast of the Night and Super 8 as like a 50s theme night. And then from there, they're doing Bloodshot and Bad Boys 3. And then if you have a theater with the second screen, they were doing Invisible Man and The Hunt.
My drive-in has 4 screens.
What the hell?
I think ours has 2.
Ours either has 1 or 2.
Well, and that's what when I go watch Footloose and Grease, I have to literally face one way to watch Footloose and turn around to watch Grease, because they're... You think that they would be back to back, like that would make sense, right? But no. Getting to watch them on big screen though is still going to be fun.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. Do you think that, I mean, obviously when everything reopens, the world's going to be changed. We're going to be living in a different world. Things are going to be done differently everywhere. Do you guys think this is going to lead to a renaissance of drive-in theaters?
Absolutely.
I think it already has. Actually, we were just looking at an article that talked about how this horror movie,
The Wretched,
is bringing in all this money.
Yeah, it was a movie that was put straight to video on demand, and drive-in theaters picked it up, and it within 2 weeks, I think it's now just shy of under $200,000
That's not bad.
for the drive-in.
That's not bad. I mean, especially considering
And
there's drive-ins all over the place. It's still, I mean, my drive-in's not open yet.
I was saying, that's just the drive-ins that are showing it.
Right.
yeah, because most of the drive-ins aren't even showing the new films. I think it was like a really small number of that were actually showing that. And originally, I think there was only one in Ocala, Florida, that originally was playing new films. Everybody else was playing like old school stuff when other drive-ins were open. Now everyone's slowly showing the new stuff.
I guess to quote our buddy Joe Bob,
The drive-in will never die.
Better not. It's also ours is also a flea market.
All of the drive-ins here are also flea markets, anywhere from 2 to 5 days a week. And then a lot of them, like now, is just a flea market or swap meet, whatever you want to call it. It's just that they've like pulled the screens down and everything, but the property that used to be there, or the property that the screens used to be on, is now a swap meet.
yeah,
I mean, it's a good way to stay afloat.
yeah, I was saying ours are just normal drive-ins. I know one, I don't know if all of them, but most of them came out and said that they'll do private events for graduations and other parties because of all the issues with the schools being closed and everything. So I thought that was really cool. That
Yeah, and ours has a pretty good concession stand too.
I was saying ours has a good concession stand, but they're keeping it closed to the public for right now.
Which makes total sense.
So they do offer you to pay like a fee to bring in your own food. So, which is normally what we do. It's like $5 or something. You get to bring in your own food and drinks. So, yes, I guess time will tell with everything going on.
Oh my goodness. So I completely forgot, by the way. Just want to put this in here because Eric actually made a comment that I was going to completely forget. By the way, watch Speed 2 Cruise Control as well. Completely forgot about that. Just throwing that in there.
Well, we could do talk about that, when we talk about Speed. Speed is key! So, Daryl, do you have your
Midnight Movie Madness.
I do. My
Midnight Movie Madness.
is for Terry Lofton's 1985 slasher Disasterpiece, The Nail Gun Massacre.
such a good movie?
It is such a bad movie, and I love it for all the wrong reasons. Have you seen it, Kate?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have seen that one. I'm really remembering titles though. Trying to remember so many Massacre and all of that.
The killer wears camouflage and a motorcycle helmet and walks around with an a CO2 tank on their back so they can operate their nail gun on the go.
Yes.
And there's like a voice disguiser, and there's like stingers left and right, like just really loud stingers at inappropriate times. It tells the worst one-liners ever. Like there's a time when the killer gets pissed on, and he's like,
Well, you just pissed me off.
Those are my favorite jokes.
yeah.
They're so bad.
Well, there's a scene where they're in a store buying stuff, and you can see that the shopkeeper is reading from the script. And she's like,
Do you remember when you could sit outside and not worry about the mosquitoes and the killers?
it's such a bad movie, and I love it. And I mean, I'm so glad that it was saved, because it could have easily just fallen into obscurity. But when Terry Lofton found out that he was dying, he sold the rights to the movie to Lloyd Grier, who is the owner of the Texas Frightmare Weekend.
And
So yeah, I really don't know of anywhere that it's streaming, even on a pay service. But if you can find a copy, grab it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
it has the word massacre in it.
Right.
Anything with that, as we've learned, you'll watch.
I'll watch them. That doesn't mean they're good. I can think of a couple that I regret watching.
All right. Well, then I guess that's going to jump us into our movie discussion for the week. We are talking none other than the 1994 blockbuster Speed, starring good old Keanu Reeves.
I know Kung Fu.
And Sandra Bullock. And Dennis Hopper.
I'm the Lord of the Harvest.
And Jeff Daniels.
And Jeff Daniels, who, for whatever reason, played Lloyd 2 different ways that year. Or Harry. Harry.
Yeah, played Harry 2 different ways.
Harry.
Yeah. He was dumb Harry and smart Harry.
Well, yeah, turns out he was dumb Harry's both times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Film was originally set up at Paramount. Paramount came out and said that they didn't think anyone would sit around for 2 hours just seeing people on a bus. Boy, bet they're pissed off.
Oopsie.
And we got some sewer scenes in there now.
Well, I was like, yeah. So the movie was written by Graham Yost, who recently most popular known for Justified, the TV show, which great show if people haven't seen it. And the original director intended was John McTiernan, who had done a bunch of action movies. He turned it down because he thought it was too much like Die Hard, but he recommended John DeBont, who at the time was a DP. He had just done Lethal Weapon 3, Hunt for Red October. He did do Die Hard, ironically. But even then, though, there were rumors that Rennie Harlan and even Quentin Tarantino were offered the roles to direct the movie. Can you imagine Quentin Tarantino directing Speed?
It would have been a lot bloodier.
I was going to say there'd be more explosions too.
No, that's if Michael Bay directed it.
I don't know. I think he would. It would be the increased gore from explosions.
Okay, that's
body
possible,
parts everywhere.
Sam Jackson being the bus driver. Sit the fuck down.
That would be it too. We'd have like the same 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was this first time watch for you guys? I know it wasn't for me.
No.
But no. Okay, good. Good.
It was for me, it was the first time since probably 95 or 96. So it had been, a good almost up to 25 years since I'd seen it.
Mine has been like 2 years since I've watched it.
All right. Daryl, had your opinion changed on the movie at all?
I know I posted on Facebook today my original thoughts on the movie when I saw it the first time, which was that I fucking hated it. I don't hate it, but I have a lot of problems with it.
Wow.
Well, lay upon us. Bring it to us.
Okay. What are the odds that those 2 people would have both the worst day in the world and the best luck in the world to survive both times, the bus and the subway?
But
everything that could possibly have gone wrong other than them dying did.
There are people in life that have actually been that lucky. So if you look at things that way, there are a lot of coincidences.
Okay, but 2 people that until that time didn't know each other, having the exact same experience at the exact same day, both times? No, not happening.
I think it's possible.
That's impossible.
It's a thing called fate, man.
There's no fate but what we make for ourselves.
I would say that fate didn't go too well considering they're not together in part 2. Appreciate the mention on that, by the way.
We'll talk about it after. Let's just stick with the first one for right now.
No.
You're like, no, I want to talk about Speed too.
Also, there is no way that they wouldn't have looked for body parts when the bomb blew up at the beginning at like 20 minutes into the movie. When the bomb went off and they assumed he was dead. I don't know if you guys know how bombs work, but when bombs blow up, it's not like it just that evaporates everything. There would be chunks of flesh all over the place. There would be body parts.
I will give you that. The cops did a poor job on.
They should have known he wasn't dead because they would have found something. So from the very beginning, we have piss poor police work, or they expect the audience to be stupid.
Well, they were LAPD.
I'm going with they expect the audience to be stupid. And if I wanted my intelligence insulted, I would just watch WWE.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Shots fired all around.
Yeah, so you are insulting this movie and the decisions made by the cops. However, you will watch movies where shit is completely unreal and made up and would never happen, and you think it's perfectly fine and dandy.
Yes.
Fucking ridiculous.
What's wrong with a tornado full of clowns? Nothing.
I mean, sure, that will actually happen. But the one time they won't actually, or they would have actually looked for the body. I mean, what if they just missed it, or somebody else died in it and they thought it was him?
No, not buying it. I mean, it had some good tense scenes, and I'm not gonna. I mean, it's not like I hate the movie. There's good parts to it. It's not like I'm gonna go giving this movie a 0, like I wanted to going into it. Just so you know, Brian, I was like, this motherfucker picked Speed. Are you fucking kidding me? I even told Tilly a few days ago, I was like, God, I'm not looking forward to watching the next movie. He's like, what is it? I sent the gif of the fucking bus jumping over the gap. He's like, who the fuck picked that?
Well, I'll have
Bryan,
a talk with Tilly.
I want to say, Bryan, I appreciate your pick.
Thank you. I'm sorry we don't all have sophisticated tastes like you, Daryl, picking Microwave Massacre.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, though, don't go insulting that movie.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I
I try to do something that was more mainstream.
And I'll pick something mainstream eventually. I picked Grandma's Boy.
That's true.
That's true.
I picked Grandma's Boy. I was the first one to pick a mainstream movie. And I hate mainstream, so don't give me... Just suck it.
I know you hate mainstream.
So just suck it.
These are things I'm just gathering. Daryl, you tell me these things you hate, so that way in the future, when it's my pick, I'm going to continuously try and find things you hate just to hear your opinions on them.
Keep it up. I'll pick Noxious.
I don't know that one. So.
The movie Noxious with Devon Dudley.
I'm pretty sure it's not streaming anywhere.
It's on Amazon.
Fuck.
And it's currently sitting at a whopping 2.3 at IMDb. I will pick that shit.
Ooh, I'll watch it. Don't even try to threaten me. I will watch most things. There are a couple things I will never watch again, and they're my only deal breakers for this, and I won't tell you what they are. But 2.0, I got it. I'll watch it.
All
right. Well, now that Team Mr. Poopy Pants is done over there.
It's poopy chair because I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, fuck. All right, Kate, what did you think of the movie? The first movie, not Speed 2, the first one.
I know. I want to talk part 2 so badly. No, but part one, watching this, the second time, I liked it just as much as I liked it the first time. Completely forgot the friend from Ferris Bueller was in this.
Mm-hmm.
Forget his name.
Oh,
and
Alan Ruck.
Yeah, Alan
Ruck.
Who was Cameron.
Yeah. So I love this movie. I just take it as a crazy freaking fun ride, and I appreciate what the director had talked about of why they picked Keanu. Keanu is because of the fact that he's not buff enough for guys to hate him, but yeah, women love him. And I agree. I would put myself in danger, to have my arms wrapped around his neck. But overall, the movie is ridiculous and it's a fun ride, and that's just, you go with it. Don't make something. Yeah.
It's a good popcorn
try to pretend
movie.
It's real. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need to just shut your brain off and enjoy it.
I do that every time I watch. I would do that every time I watch a horror movie. Have you seen my collection? Have you seen the movies I'm picking for my Midnight Movie Madness? I know about shutting off a brain and enjoying a movie.
But yeah, this one's fun. Although Keanu's voice, where he talks super deep the whole time, cracks me up.
What, he got offered this role because of Point Break?
Yeah.
And because he had the long hair, but then the director told him to go cut his hair.
Cut it.
And he shaved his head, and the studio flipped out.
I found that part hysterical. What I also thought was cool, though, was that speaking of Joss Whedon, had a huge hand. In this.
He
and
rewrote the script to make him more human, which is weird coming from Joss.
Does he know how to write humans?
No, but he knows how to write some messed up shit. I mean, Cabin in the Woods. Whew.
Not a fan.
You leave the fucking merman alone, man. Why are you raining on my parade today?
I just said I'm not a fan. Did I shit on the movie? All I said is I'm not a fan.
Did you guys know that Harry was originally the bomber in the first draft?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was going to be revealed at the end that Harry was the bomber. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that route.
I am as well. They made it a simple, trope that's been used before, but it worked.
Yeah. And they originally wanted to do Dodger Stadium instead of LAX when they're doing the circles around the building. But Dodger Stadium wouldn't let them use the stadium. And I got to give props to Sandra Bullock for actually taking a bus driving test and passing. So at least she knew her shit.
Unlike her character.
So, but it was funny because if you watch the making ofs and read about it, they used 10 different buses to film the movie. And even though Sandra could drive the bus, there was a stunt driver that had a wheel and everything built into the top of the bus.
I will say, Daryl, with this movie, though, without this movie, a bunch of kids in a bus could have died because the boy remembered this movie. And when the bus driver had a heart attack, went and hopped in the seat and pulled the bus over to safety because he watched this movie.
I don't know anything about that story. It's news to me. The kids die in bus crashes all the time.
Well, one was saved.
Well, that's good. I'm not trying to say, oh, kids die, boo-hoo. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, unfortunately, that kind of stuff happens, though.
Yeah, but this day it didn't.
Well, that's good. So it's good to see one good thing came out of the movie.
Oh, come on. Are you going to deny Dennis Hopper his fine performance?
That movie is no Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Killing me, Smalls.
I much prefer coked up Dennis Hopper.
I'm bringing it down! Down, down! Bring it all down! Bring it all down! Bah!
Well, everyone prefers coked up Dennis Hopper. But even still, he was a great pain. Kate, do you have a line that you love from the movie?
I have to warn you, I've heard relationships based on intense experiences never work.
Okay. We'll have to base it on sex then.
She did it twice.
Yes. So, but gave in anyway. But who wouldn't?
So, do you think that's...
Give in to Keanu.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you're not into dudes.
That's true. If it was Jeffrey Dean Morgan, however.
Hot diggity dog!
He owns half your shit now, boy.
That's fine. He can take half my debt, too.
So, Daryl, did you see the second one? Just so we can make Kate happy there.
I have not seen the second one.
You have not seen... Okay.
No.
So, odds are he wasn't going to see it anyways.
You're not going to ask me if there was a line that I liked?
Okay. Was there a line that you liked?
Yes. 200 years and we've gone from I have but one life to give to my country to fuck you.
that was
valid.
Valid. I was like, mine's at the very end when they're hit Keanu and Hopper fighting on top of the train, and Hopper was like,
I'm smarter than you.
Yeah? Well, I'm taller.
That one was pretty great. So wait, Bryan, did you say you haven't seen part 2?
Oh, I have seen part 2, and it's still a disaster.
It's amazing.
It's a disaster. You cannot.
It is.
As much as I love William Dafoe, William Dafoe cannot replace Dennis Hopper. And you cannot replace Keanu with Jason Patrick. No matter how many people say you can, you can't.
Okay, that part I will agree with. But
it's
the boat scene with the dock, freaking awesome.
At the very end?
Yeah, because that was completely done. It was super expensive.
Yeah.
If not one of the most expensive in film history.
Well, it didn't rank him in that money, did it?
No, it did not.
It did not.
But I appreciate that the film brings up Jack still and talks about him and doesn't forget what's happened in the last film.
Yeah. Well, supposedly there was going to be a third movie where Keanu came back.
And should have been on a plane.
That's what it was going to be. It was going to be them like meeting up on a plane.
Was there going to be snakes on the plane?
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
No, from what from what I read, I think it was supposed to be along the lines of executive decision where there was a bomb on the plane.
It's always a bomb.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, Sandra Bullock has the worst luck in the world. I don't buy it. Everywhere she goes, there's bombs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Well, they didn't have to bring her back for part 3, but they could have brought back Keanu.
You're not gonna because they learned from part 2. You got to have the two main back together.
It's true.
So there was a rumor that was going to happen, but then there was a rumor of a remake that would have been part of the Disney Plus because they're trying to get more adult content onto the service, kind of like their Touchstone brand, I guess, to where it's technically owned by Disney, but it's more adult content rather than kids. Honestly, I don't think I would want to see a remake just because I know there's some sick asshole out there that would try to plant explosives on buses all over the world. And we already got enough issues as is. I guess we'll just rate this movie unless you guys got anything else to say.
Your hottie of the week?
We'll do that. Okay, I guess we'll do it now. I mean, it's obvious.
There's only
Sandra
really
Bullock. It's Sandra Bullock. There's no one else. There's no. I mean, maybe
sure it
just
wasn't the lady that falls off.
No, I mean, had Keanu been like John Wick, then maybe Because I mean, you don't say no to John Wick, but no, it's Sandra Bullock. Although I gotta say, she looked a lot better in Speed 2 than she did the original Speed.
That's true. It's true. So what did you rate it, Brian?
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Mr. Grumpy Pants.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. I will give Speed 2 blown up old ladies out of 5.
I'll give Speed 4 insane bus jumps out of 5.
Insane bus jumps. All right.
Yeah, and freaking jump over in the interstate.
But it was finished on the map.
Yes, it's finished on the map.
Man, I should have
They
went
didn't
with
have
that
the
for the
Google
line.
to tell them to turn around.
I should have gone with that for my line because that was hilarious, and it's still hilarious.
It's on the map.
It's on the map. I guess they.
Well, that's what later he's like. Let's hope it's finished.
Yeah, it's like it's finished on the goddamn map. Like, guess they fell behind, sir. You're fired. You're all fucking fired. So
right, because they're the cartographers that made the map.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what is our next film?
Our next film is going to be a fun one. Our next film is the 2014 Stephen Biro film.
God, it's been that long.
It's been that long. It's the 2014 Stephen Biro film, American Guinea Pig Bouquet of Guts and Gore, starring Ashley Lynn Caputo, Eight the Chosen One, and our very own Kate Phoenix.
Yeah.
Brian, have you seen it?
I have not seen any of them, but it's okay because I now own them all.
Well, that's why I didn't feel bad choosing it, because I knew you owned it.
Yep. I was like, there was no excuses that time.
Yeah. You can't be like, but I don't own it. It's not streaming anywhere. And if you said that, I'd be like, you know what, dude? It's on Vimeo. It's $5. Shut up and rent it.
But like, I don't own it. Like, stop lying to me, motherfucker. I saw your picture.
I saw when you got it in.
I saw you. I seen it.
I seen it with my own eyes.
I'm excited though. talk about it. It'll be fun.
It'll be my second watch. I've seen it once. I've seen all of the AGPs once.
Is this the first of the 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna watch them all. Then.
And
Good.
my first movie.
What? Sacrifice is second.
No, Sacrifice is third, but
What?
came out fourth.
Bloodshot.
Yeah. Bloodshot is 2.
Is
Bloodshot
2, and
that one's by that one's by Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
And Songs of Solomon is 4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I remember them showing Songs at Frightmare.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it mainly because it was like a midnight showing and the buses stopped running at a certain point.
That's why they make Uber.
No.
Stop making excuses.
Well, my idea was just walk back. Apparently, you can't do that from hotel to hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was like a 5-mile walk on a highway.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I mean, on a highway, I can see why they would say you can't walk.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening to us talk about Speed, even though
Vroom, vroom.
some of us didn't like it.
But the world would be boring if we all liked the same thing.
Depends on what it is.
It'd be better if everyone liked Speed.
It would. I mean, you could be like that dude
At least I didn't give it the 0 that I wanted to.
I was like, there's like some dude in
Something.
Sweden that has like 500 copies of it on VHS or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that. Yeah.
So he's still collecting them, I guess. So I should try to find one. Try to find one on VHS. But like, you can't get this one. Any shout outs for this week before we say goodbye?
Shout out to all the people that unfortunately cannot make films right now due to all this nonsense going on.
Yeah, they can't have to
I've
go
had-
overseas.
Yeah, but I this year I've had 3 or 4 rescheduled or canceled.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, shout out to all those people. I feel you. I understand. It sucks not making stuff right now.
On the bright side, if you want to find a silver lining to it, at least it gives indie campaigns more time to try to raise some money.
Truth. It does that.
So, they could theoretically bring a better production with more money.
True. So everybody
But I'm
support
sure they
indie
just want to
film.
hurry. But at the same time, I'm sure they just want to hurry up and make their movie.
Yes.
All right, well, and shout out to all you drive-ins out there, kicking ass, taking names, and go fuck yourself, AMC. Bound from my heart. So, till next time, I'm Bryan.
I'm Daryl.
I'm Kate. Oh, fine. Talk over me. I'm Kate.
Yeah, how rude. We'll see you next time at Saturday Night at the Movies.
Bye.
Bye.
Saturday night at the movies. Who cares